Okay, let's continue where we left off. So, at the moment our character can chase us. We can attack it and it will receive damage and die. However, the speed of the enemy is way too fast. So let's go fix that first before we do anything else. Let's find our enemy character. Maybe under character, enemy. And let's open our BP enemy character. I like to snap it always to the top. Open the blueprint editor, select your enemy character, and let's search for speed. And as you can see, it's doing 20,000 centimeters at a time, so that's way too much. I'm gonna put it to like 150 for now, so it gives me time to actually do something. Compile, save, and let's see. So yeah, I can run faster than him now. So what we want to do now is we want to be able to add the character to actually do some damage to us. So to do that, let's go into our content drawer. I'm gonna right click, create a new folder and call it tasks. Okay. Open tasks, and then we're gonna create a new blueprint class. I wanna search for classes. I'm gonna search for BT tasks. And it's the last one we want. Okay. Let's click select. I'm gonna call this one BTT underscore attack. Let's go and open our BTT attack. Again, I like to snap it to the top. I want to go to where my functions are. I'm going to click on this little arrow here. I'm going to search for receive execute AI. And we want it to apply to our enemy character. So I'm going to pull and search for cast to BP enemy character. And it will automatically connect everything. While we're still here, I'm going to pull from my AskBP enemy character. And I'm going to find my get animation instance. So I want to get all the animations. So get anim instance. Be careful that you don't select anything but the paper CD one, or else it will not work. Okay. We want to pull again, and we want to search for and play animation override with callbacks. Well, let's see if we can find it. Play animation override with callbacks right here. So we're gonna connect this really quickly. So pretty much what we're telling it is, right, you're gonna do a task for my enemy, of course. You're gonna look at the animations and we're gonna override them. And we're gonna tell them to play the attack. Just remember that you search for the correct one. So if you look at the names, this one says on the path, movement, character, hero. So that's not the one we want. And this one is movement, character, enemy. So we're definitely going for that. We're gonna move forward a bit. I'm gonna search for one that's called finish execute. There we go. So I'm gonna copy and paste it. There we go. So on completed, this is gonna play here. And then it's gonna be on cancelled. So now we're gonna go back to here, to our AskBP enemy character, and we're gonna pull. I'm gonna search for set is attacking. I'm gonna push this back a little bit more. So I wanna connect this one here, my override, to the attacking. Okay. I'm gonna copy this one. Again, connect my target. Put it in the right place, and then these are gonna connect to my set is attacking. So at the moment, if you were to try to run it, of course it's not gonna work. We need to ensure this one is on success. Set to attacking. Okay, compile, save. Good, let's carry on. Let's go back to our content drawer. I want to search for my AI, and I'm going to search for my BT enemy. Okay, we're going to need to add a few more bits here. First things that we need to do is search for BTT attack. So let's try to add BTT attack, which will appear automatically. All I did was right click on the empty space. I'm going to move to the corner. There we go. BTT attack is going to go here. I also want to add a decorator to this, so if we right click location, so this is the one is at location. Okay, so now let's make sure that it's correct. So make sure you click on is at location. 50 is fine for now, and we wanted to tell the key to be attack target, and then we're gonna save. Okay, so once we have this, let's go back to our BTT attack. Okay, and in here I want to go and make a tiny bit of space, so I'm gonna pull this out and move it a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. I'm going to pull from my BP enemy character. I'm going to search for my can move. Now this should stop movement when it's attacking. That'll make it so much easier for us. From here I want to pull in a branch, so I'm going to put it somewhere here for now. I'm going to pull a branch, and then we're going to check if it's true. I'll put it over here, and we'll connect it to this first. That goes there, this goes here. So if it's true, it's going to do all that animation that we did earlier. Okay, I'll make a tiny bit more space so it don't look as cramped. There we go. If it's true, we know what it's doing. If it's false, it's going to connect to the finish execute down here. Well, let's say first and compile. Remember always. Now that we have this basic structure, let's go to our main parent character. Okay, character. Let's go to receive damage. Within receive damage, I want to select the top part here up to set current health. I'm just going to move it a tiny bit back so I can add another note. So the first thing I want to get is get animation instance. So get anim instance. Again, remember to bring in the paper CD. If you get this one, it's not going to work. Make sure that you get the paper CD version. Okay, and let's pull from the blue execute and stop all animation overwrites. Then compile. Okay. Next, we're gonna go to our enemy character. This one here. Let's go into our viewport. Okay, so now that we are with our enemy, okay, let's add a new. What we want to be able to do is create like a detection radius, so when the enemy comes in, this is going to be aware of it, and then it's going to try to kill you. Okay, so let's add a new sphere collision. Collision, sphere collision. I'm going to name it range aggro, and then I want it to be a bit bigger, so let's see how big I want it. So I think 150 is good, and again, if you think you need it smaller or bigger, then you can change it accordingly. Okay, so in this collision we need to go into our collision settings. So presets, let's expand that. I want this to be a custom preset, because all I really wanted to do is ignore everything but the pawn. Okay, so that should kind of set it off. Then let's go down a bit more. While we are here, what I wanted to do is on component begin overlap, so when something comes in it, something's gonna happen. So let's start with other actor. Let's pull from that execution pin, and let's search for cast to BP hero character. Okay, so it knows to attack our BP hero character. That's what we're thinking. From here, we're going to search for get AI controller, and it will be the function here with the F. Right? We're going to pull this execution pin to the back, and we're going to tell it to get a reference from itself. I'm going to pull from this little box, cast to AIC enemy. Okay? And then from this enemy, we're going to search for set attack target. So it should look something like that. Now, important, we connect these two. So it should look like that. Then the other important thing is to remember to connect the attack target to the hero character. So let's save and compile. Lastly, we need to go to our AIC enemy again. So let's search that, should be under AI. AIC enemy, event graph, okay. And let's make sure to disconnect the cast to BP hero character. And you can move it up or delete it, it's up to you. We're not going to be using it again. And lastly, we need to go back to our BP enemy, and then in here, we're going to add a new blackboard, so it'll be here. So let's right click add decorator blackbird, and it's gonna go to the bottom. Let me just make this have a tiny bit more space. So this one is gonna have some new conditions. So we want it to be on result change, that's fine. We want it to be applied to both. It said is fine, and we want it to be the attack target. Okay, and save again. Okay, so in theory, the character should be able to chase us now and try to kill us. So let me save again, save all, and let me click play. Okay, I'm moving. So I'm not going into my character yet. If I go into the radius, it's going to try to chase me. Yep, it's trying to kill me, and then I'm going to let it kill me. 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it is working. So yeah, that's how we set the basic AI to attack us.